Hello everyone and welcome to this episode of Programming Stacks with Python. In the earlier episodes we have seen how to create stacks in various ways. Now in this episode also we are going to see how to create stack, but we are going to use the data structure known as linked list for representing the stack, and that is very convenient because linked list can have any size. So theoretically the size of our stack can be unlimited, except we have the limitation of the computer memory and processing power. We can't actually handle the stack with billions and zillions of items probably. Okay, so in case you want to make some smaller stacks like 1000 10,000 items, this program is going to work very well. Now let us define a class known as node, and before that I'm going to have a comment stacks as or linked lists as stacks, and I'm going to say markdown and execute this. Let us say class node def init self comma value. Self dot value equals to value. So this is usual thing for the node for the singly linked list. Okay, so actually the thing is that I will mention here it is going to use singly linked list as stacks. Okay, so self dot value, let me execute this, I forgot to execute it. Self dot next equals to none, and that is a simple node. Now I will run this again and let us create a class known as stack. So let us say def underscore underscore init underscore underscore self dot head equals to node, and it is going to read head, and self dot size equals to 0. So this is the initiation of the stack. Here we are creating a node and naming it as head and assigning it to the self.head of that particular stack. Now I'm going to say def str. So this is the function when we use the print function and pass the object of stack to that, it is going to print in the format of a string. So self, because this is a custom data type, we have to customize the print method for it. Cur, that is current, equals to self dot head dot next, and out is going to be a blank thing as of now because we are then going to append data to the out thing. Okay, this out variable, it is going to be a string. I mean, it is a string. We have declared it as an empty string. While current, let us say out. Sorry, why am I printing C out? I guess I am missing C++ too much. And by the way, we are going to upload the same episodes in C++ also after a couple of weeks. So stay tuned to my YouTube channel and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't done already so. So out plus str of cur dot value plus and cur equals to cur dot next return out colon -3. So this is going to return a string that is going to contain the concatenated representation of our stack as a singly linked list. So this is all about the print method, and it is actually going to return a string which print method will print. Now let us see the size. Def get size and self and I will say return self dot size. That's it. We are returning the size. Def is empty self return self dot size equals to 0, and here we are returning true or false based on the size of that particular stack. Now we are going to write the code for peek function. Def peek self, it is going to return us the top item. We have already seen this in the last episode, and we are defining it now here for this linked list. If self dot is empty is true, then raise exception. So we are using total object oriented stuff to write this. Raise exception. Let us say peeking from empty stack. And let us say return self dot head dot next dot value, and it is going to return us the topmost value. And finally def push self dot value, self comma value, sorry, and node equals to node value, node dot next equals to self dot head dot next, self dot head dot next equals to node, self dot size equals to self dot size plus 1. So this is how we can push the item to that stack. And let us write a simple routine for pop def pop self, sorry, I made a spelling mistake again, so it is going to be a syntax error if I don't rectify it. I'm checking if that is thing empty. Self is empty, then probably I'm going to raise an exception. I should actually raise an exception. So here we have the code for raising an exception. Popping from empty stack. And here I'm going to say remove equals to self dot head dot next, self dot head dot next equals to self dot head dot next, and self dot size equals to self dot size minus 1, and this is actually going to remove the element from that particular stack. And finally we are going to return the removed value. Return remove dot value. So here we are storing that item in the temporary variable, and we are then returning that value because that return statement comes in the end. That's why we have to save it in the temporary variable. And here we are setting the pointer, and here we are decreasing the size. That's it. And then we are going to write now the driver code. So let's go ahead and execute it, and let us see if there is any syntax error. I think that there is some syntax error because let us see where it is. Okay. If it has to be if, not is. And if I execute it, there is no syntax error. Okay. And yeah, let's write the driver code. And since we are using object oriented programming, I would like to experiment with if name equals to main stack equals to stack for I in range 1 comma 11 stack dot push of I. So I'm going to push the items from 1 to 10 into the stack, and finally I'm going to print that stack. Okay, let's say print and stack. We have already defined that str function above in the cell above here. So whenever we are going to pass that object to the print function, it is going to return the return of this str function. So that's how it works in the object oriented programming. And finally, for I in range 1 to 6 remove, or I will just say print stack dot pop. That's it. Finally, print stack. And if I save it and if I execute it, it is going to show us this sort of result. Okay. So here we have pushed everything to the stack, and then we have popped everything from the stack. Not everything, we have stacked only 5 items, and this is how it looks. So I hope that you have understood how we can create stacks with the linked lists. And from the next episode onwards, we are going to see how we can work with the applications of the stacks, like reversing a number, reversing a string, checking the parentheses, as well as infix, prefix, and postfix and their interconversions. So apart from the lectures where I'm explaining you the programming part, I am also creating the lectures or the episodes where we are just understanding those concepts theoretically using my digital pen and paper. And I urge you to watch all these episodes and to subscribe to my YouTube channel for gaining more knowledge on programming in general. So thanks a lot for watching this video lecture. Do let me know if you have any questions, queries, or comments. Thanks a lot once again, and I will see you next time.